Good morning, good morning, good morning, you lovely lot. As you can see, this is not my kitchen. I've come to look after Chloe Cat and Roxy the bearded dragon for a friend of mine who I sometimes come and look after her pets. So I've dropped Kenzie off at work. It's Saturday, by the way. I don't think I said that. Oh, excuse me. It's not an early start, but it is for the weekend. So yes, I've come to feed Chloe. She's still very old, obviously. Last time any of you saw Chloe on the video, you'll have seen that she was blind and very frail. Surprisingly, she's still going. I can't remember how old she is, but she's very old, and she's doing very well. But she has many ailments now, and so there's a whole regime of care that needs to be done for Chloe Cat. I will show you Chloe in a minute. She seems quite happy though, even though she does have these medical issues. She's holding on, so she must be happy. What is my plan today? I've taken Kenzie to work. Then I need to stop at Co-op and get some bits and bobs. And then do the sheep. I need to feed them breakfast, I need to clean them out. I will probably put them out in the field. It's meant to be a really nice warm day today, but at the moment it's got a cold fog hanging over everything, so yeah, it's a bit chilly. It is meant to improve. And then go home, and I need to set up the next stage of pen for the geese. Now that the baby geese, the goslings, are eating, they are pooping an incredible amount, and they could do with a bit more space. So I'm going to set up the next stage of their little space. Take them out of the tank. Oh, I'm so sorry. Take them out of the tank and get them settled into their bigger pen. They will still need their heat light, so I'll make sure I hook that up somehow. And I'm going to put them in front of the radiator so that it's warm. I am aware though that the radiator is by the door, and therefore the radiator is, well, the area could be a bit drafty, so I need to find a way to just block off draft from the open door, because we want the door open because we want Link to go in and out. But just in the mornings it's very cool, so I don't want to get a chill. As for Link, he's doing much better. I said he was doing much better, but now his cough seems to be worse again. Yesterday's cough was very bad, so we're keeping an eye on it, but then today doesn't seem too bad again. I'm so sorry. Are you all yawning? Could have done with a lay-in. The funeral yesterday went very, very well. It was a lovely service of about 30 odd people in a tiny chapel at the cemetery. Lee's nan would have been very pleased with the send-off, I think. And then there was an even smaller wake. Not all the family came back, so it was literally just, I think there might have been about 20 of us maybe came back. And I mean, everyone was invited, but it was only 20 that came back. And it was really lovely. We had a nice lunch. We did a toast to her. We shared stories. I found out more stories about my hubby, I can tell you, and so did my lads. Lots of secrets came out. And yeah, it was nice. We said, you know, as you do at these things, it would be nice if we did this more often instead of funerals and weddings. And we don't get to see an awful lot of Lee's family. I don't know why. He's not, Chloe's being very vocal. He's not as family orientated maybe as I am. I don't know. My family's very, very close. So we can go a long, long time, years and years and years without seeing some members of his family. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, are you all asleep yet? So yes, we need to make sure we do that more often. And the boys enjoyed meeting people that they haven't met since they were tiny. Anywho, it's been probably 5 minutes, nearly 5 minutes of me waffling and yawning, and you've probably all fallen asleep. So wake up! Let's go feed the cat. Chloe Cat is being very vocal. You need some eye drops. You need some food, some medication, don't you? Let's sort that out. Now, do I give you this medicine in your food? Let's actually give it to you this way. Here you go. think we did it that way last time, didn't we? Because you like the taste of it. Oh, come here. Come here. Here's your eye drops. So just go in one eye. That's it. We got it in there? I think we got it in there, didn't we? There you are. You have the rest of it there. I'll take that bowl. This next job involves bugs. So if you don't like bugs, you might not actually want to be watching this next bit. Animals fed, and now I'm going to pop into Co-op very quickly and grab a few bits. Link is currently foraging for horse food, aren't you, Link? Horse food and sheep poo. He's having a good old sniff around. Put the sheep over in the field, and now I'm going to clear out the stable. And I'm hoping this will tire out a very energetic puppy. Using his nose, being exploring and all that jazz. The football's gone in. Time for a game of football in the sun on this gorgeous day. And you have been a star, haven't you? Come on then, let's go home. I am really hoping he's going to sleep well. He has nibbled on sheep poo, biscuits, horse food, sheep food. And he's just had a good time, really. Being a dog, living his best life. We're home, and I'm setting up the next stage of Goose house, Gosling house. I'm only using a fraction of this pen because it's actually huge, but they'll be fine in this size. I'm going to just peg all this together, and then I can expand it as they get bigger. That is what it looks like at full capacity. It's got these things, pegs, if you were to take it outside. It all folds up into this little baggie. And I will leave a link in the description for you. It's from Amazon, really good price. Can't remember off the top of my head, but really cheap and had really good reviews.
No.
It's like, okay. Was it a bit scratchy in your top?
Yeah.
Why don't you, because it's on Harry's t-shirt, why don't you put it on your t-shirt there?
So you've got Marjorie. That's Lee's nanny's name, was Lee's nanny's name. And you've got Dorothy, which was my nanny's name.
Do you know actually Robert's first dog was called Dot?
Really?
Dorothy.
My nan went by Dot more than Dorothy.
I love you, Dorothy. Harry.
That's good.
I love you.
Yeah, he just, he's adorable. I see, she's gone to sleep. I can't even see. I think Elle's gone to sleep. Oh, you've got a baby sleeping in there, Roz. I have basically jimmied a new setup for them. A bigger water bowl in there. Pads on the floor. This is now warming up. I have hooked up their lamp onto an upturned planter that I had in the, or planting basket that I had in the shed. Some leftover insulating silver bubble stuff from when I redid Spog's interior and insulated it to stop the draft coming in from this area, because this door is open for the dog and the chicken and the cat, so that will just reflect some of the heat back from the lamp as well. And ideally I want this to get to about 30 plus degrees, just over 30, so I'll keep an eye on it. They seem very happy. They're by the radiator, so they're obviously warmer anyway, and they've got Gloria's fluffy cushion that she never uses, and a little teddy bear, what's that called, a teddy bear pillowcase. But they've got more room now. Gloria's found somewhere new to dig, which is fine because that plant is pretty much dead. I think it was an iris. Doesn't seem to be doing anything this year. It's a pretty nice day out there. I'm in a vest top. It's actually really warm. Gloria seems to be happy digging in her pot over there, which means she's not digging in my flower bed, so that's good. Link's been having a cuddle with me on the sofa, but I now need a cup of tea. I have hoovered and mopped up in here. I have tidied, hoovered, mopped in here. They seem to be enjoying their little home. The temperature isn't quite at 30 degrees, but it's better than it was, and they are right against the radiator, so I'm assuming that will be fine for them. I've hoovered and mopped in here, have a load of laundry on, I've tidied up in here, mopped, wiped all the sides down with disinfectant, done some dishes, put washing on, did I say that? And then I've sorted out this shelf, which was becoming a big old dumping ground. So I put the cat food up there as well, where Link cannot get to it. Link and I are going to go and pick up Kenzie, aren't we? Going to go get your Kenzie bear from work. And people have been asking what this is. This is a tracker in case he ever does a runner. But it's also super useful for other things like tracking his steps, keeping him in a safe zone, so we get alerted if he leaves the safe zone. We can also, it's got a speaker on it, so people can press it and it'll tell them who to contact if they find him. And it also has a microphone, no, a speaker on it, so that we can program in some random things like, you know, sit, stay, come, all those sorts of things. So if he's out of earshot, which he isn't at the moment because we don't let him off the lead apart from up at the stables, so, you know, he can come back even if he can't hear us, because he'll hear it because we'll be on here and we use the app for that. I will put a link to the to this product in the description. We just saw it and had good reviews, and so far we love it. Right, let's go get Kenzie. Sit down, strapped up in the seat there. She's got a bit of a mucky face because she's just been eating one of those pasty pouches. You gonna say hi to the camera? I've just wiped her eye and put some of that cream in it. Hi. And she's just been eating. She's had all her medicine. I fed the cat, sorted out her medication. I've picked Kenzie up. He's sat in the car with Link at the moment because he wanted Link to come and pick him up too. He's shown his friends at work. And we're going to head home and go and have some dinner. Kenzie looks absolutely shattered. I forgot to say, he fell down the stairs 2 days ago in the middle of the night. He couldn't see that Salem was asleep on the stairs because it was dark and the cat's black. Stood on Salem. Salem went one way and he tumbled down the stairs on his bottom. But he hit his head on every step on the way down. So he's had a headache for a couple of days. His eyes are responding to light. I don't think he's got concussion. But now he said the aches are starting to come from every, bump, every step that he hit. His muscles are now hurting. So, bless him. It was a rude awakening at 2 o'clock in the morning, hearing your son falling down the stairs. But he's okay, so that's the main thing. I'm having some cheese on, although I've just noticed my cheese is slightly mouldy, which isn't very pleasant. Fried eggs, bit of mayo, and Mexican grain and rice packet, because I'm eating easy tonight.
Feeling a bit spicy tonight.
Feeling a bit spicy, am I?
It's not mouldy.
Kenzie's cuddling cheepy chip chicks, which Lee was cuddling a minute ago.
They start.
Yeah, they want to be just snuggled in, don't they?
Just be aware that it's not mould, it's marbling.
It's marbling, is it?
It's marbling.
Okay,
Yes.
my food has been marbled. This one is Dorothy. Careful, feisty little what's that she is.
Right,
This one is Marjorie. Don't choke on that, please. Marjorie is doing much better and learning to walk and stand without falling over. Little Bottom, it's so cute. Every part of you is so cute. Please don't eat the cat food. Don't know if you're allowed cat food. Whoa! I do think this one's slightly deformed. I don't think it's developed as well or is as strong. The way it walks. That's a goose in there. You're fighting with yourself. That's you you're attacking. That's you, silly goose. You silly goose. Showing off your legs now. Look at my legs. They go all the way up to my butt. Unfortunately, they think this is grass and this is not grass. I don't actually have any grass. Kenzie, could you pick some of the little bits of grass and stuff that are out the front, please? And see if they want to eat any of that. Yeah. All the grass we have is a bit fake. I am growing some grass for them. They are not squeaky toys. Be gentle. Be gentle. Good boy. Be gentle. Come on. Come in. Let's see what the babies are doing. Oh, it's the Daisy. Look, the babies are... Oh, look, they're coming out. You right there, my friend? Are they noisy? What do you think? This little guy here, she's having a hard time adjusting to the new bed and me not being here. And what I did before was cover up the bed so she couldn't really see anything. I put a towel over it. Maybe if I put them in this bed and cover it up with something, she'll settle better. Hoping that's more like a Mama Goose situation.